Hello viewers, how are you? Welcome to my channel Physics with Rams. So today we are going to start a new chapter, mechanical properties of fluids. So in the previous videos we had discussed about mechanical properties of solids. Those who didn't watch my previous videos, please watch my previous videos so that you can clear your concepts as well as you can solve as many numericals as you can. So here we are going to start mechanical properties of fluids. In the case of fluids, we are going to discuss when the fluid is at a static position, nothing but rest position, as well as we are going to discuss when the fluid is in motion, nothing but a dynamic, as well as we are going to represent the viscous force acting between the layers of the fluid, or we can also represent it as a frictional force acting between the layers of fluids and surface tension of the fluid. Sure, what is meant by fluid means fluid is nothing but either it might be liquid or gas. Liquid as well as gas can be considered as a fluid. So here when we consider liquid, the arrangement of molecules in the case of liquids are different as compared to solids. Means in the case of solids the molecules are being arranged in a regular order, whereas in the case of liquids the molecules are not arranged in a regular order. Due to this case, since the molecules are not arranged in a regular order, we cannot apply the shear stress on these liquids. So the liquid is incompressible. Liquid is incompressible. In the same way as we consider gases, the molecules are far apart as compared to liquids. Since they are far apart, they easily slide on one another. They can easily move from one place to another place. Due to this case, here shearing stress cannot be applied in the case of gases. So based on that, we are going to discuss about these fluids. In the case of these fluids also, we consider the fluid as ideal. Ideal is nothing but which is incompressible. Which is incompressible. Nothing but no change in the mass, no change in the density, no change in the volume is being considered in the case of this ideal fluid. Whereas here non-viscous means the tangential force acting between the layers of the fluid, it will not be acting in the case of this ideal fluid. Nothing but a frictional force will not be acting across the layers of the fluid. In this way we consider this ideal fluid. Based on this, now we are going to specify about this fluid. What is meant by static fluid means the fluid which is at rest position. Here when the fluid is at rest position, we are going to represent the pressure as well as the volume of the fluid at that condition. And in the case of dynamic fluid, when the fluid is flowing, here we are going to represent the conditions for the fluid. Means what is meant by turbulent flow, what is meant by steady flow, we are going to represent in the case of this dynamic fluids. So first of all, let us discuss about static fluid. So here in the case of static fluid, initially we consider pressure. What is meant by pressure? Pressure is nothing but force acting per unit area. Force acting per unit area is known as a pressure. So here can we consider the force is acting tangential to the surface? Means no, the force always acts normal to the surface of any body. Means here we consider that the force will be acting perpendicular to the surface like this. Then only we can represent the pressure. So what is meant by pressure means the normal force acting on the surface per unit area is known as pressure. Suppose if we consider the force is acting along this direction, can we represent pressure? Means we cannot represent the pressure. Why? Because the force is not acting normal wise, nothing but perpendicularly. Whereas if the force acts by an angle of theta like this, then based on this angle, this force resolves into components as f cos theta and f sin theta. Then the pressure acting on this surface is being represented by considering the force f cos theta. units are given as Newton per meter square. Why? Because unit of force is Newton, whereas area is meter square, or we can also represent it as a Pascal. In CGS system, the unit is a dyne per centimeter square. Dyne per centimeter square. So here the dimensional formula for pressure is P is equals to M. Observe that the dimensional formula for force is mL T to the power of minus 2 by L square. So here one L gets cancelled. So here we get mL to the power of minus 1 T to the power of minus 2. So this is the dimensional formula given for pressure. Still the pressure is having different types of units other than this Pascal, whereas pressure is represented based on atmospheric pressure, where 1 atmosphere is equal to 1.013 into 10 to the power of 5 pascals. Whereas atmosphere is also represented in terms of bar, whereas 1 atmosphere is equal to 1.013 bar, where 1 bar is equal to 10 to the power of 5. 1 bar equals to 10 to the power of 5 pascals. In the same way, this atmospheric pressure is represented by considering mercury, where 1 atmospheric pressure is equal to 760 millimeters of mercury. In terms of centimeters, we can represent it as 76 centimeters of mercury, or we can also consider it as 76 tar. So these are the units given for pressure. Take a screenshot, we will continue. Now we are going to discuss about density. Density is a very important property in the case of fluids. And here density is defined as mass occupied by the fluid per unit volume, where the unit for density is kg per meter cube in SI system. In CGS system, it is represented as a gram per centimeter cube. Gram per centimeter cube. So here, based on this density, now we are going to represent a specific density or relative density of a fluid. So in order to represent this, we consider the fluid is ideal as well as isotropic. In the case of isotropic, we represent the density is same in all the directions at a given point. That represents isotropic. So here relative density. Where relative density is defined as the density of the fluid by density of the water, because the water is having highest density at 4 degrees Celsius and it is 1000 kg per meter cube for water at a 4 degree Celsius. So the relative density is represented as S suffix W equals to density of the body by density of the water. Since density is being compared with the density of the water, this relative density does not have any units as well as no dimensions. So here in this case we are going to consider some conditions. Let us consider two fluids. with masses m1 comma m2, whereas the densities of the fluids are represented as rho 1 comma rho 2. When I combine these fluids, we get a mixture. Let us consider combined hydrogen with oxygen, then we will get a H2O, water. So in the same way, I am going to consider mass m1 for the first fluid as well as mass m2 for the second fluid, and the density of the first fluid is rho 1 and the density of the second fluid is rho 2. But we know that density is equal to mass by volume. So here we are going to represent the density of the mixture as rho suffix mix is equal to mass of the mixture by volume of the mixture, where mass of the mixture is nothing but a combination of these two masses, nothing but m1 plus m2 by volume of the mixture is equal to volume of these two mixtures. So v1 plus v2. Here volume is not being given, but we know that the density is equal to mass by volume, where volume is equal to mass by density. So here volume is represented in terms of mass and density. Then equation can be represented as m1 plus m2 by volume is equal to mass by density, m1 by rho 1 plus m2 by rho 2. So as we do LCM, the expression can be represented as m1 plus m2 into rho 1 rho 2 by m1 into rho 2 plus m2 into rho 1. So this is the density of the mixture when fluids are given with masses m1 and comma m2 and the density is rho 1 comma rho 2. Suppose if we consider both the fluids are having same mass, nothing but m1 is equal to m2, then density of the mixture is represented as m plus m, nothing but 2m. So the expression can be represented as 2m rho 1 rho 2 by, we can take m as common, rho 1 plus rho 2. So here m gets cancelled. The expression is represented as 2 rho 1 rho 2 by rho 1 plus rho 2. Similarly, if we consider two fluids are being combined, whereas volume of the first fluid is V1 and volume of the second fluid is V2, whereas the density of the first is rho 1 and the density of the second fluid is rho 2. Then since these two fluids are being combined, the density of the mixture is represented as mass by volume. Observe that mass has been not been, but we know that mass equals to density into volume. Based on that, the expression can be represented as m1 plus m2 by v1 plus v2, where m1 equals to rho 1 into v1 plus m2 is equal to rho 2 into v2 by v1 plus v2. Suppose if the two fluids are occupied same amount of volume, then density of the mixture is represented as here V is common. Why? Because V1 is equal to V2. So if we take V as common, rho 1 plus rho 2 by V plus V, nothing but 2V. So here V gets cancelled. Then density of the mixture is represented as rho 1 plus rho 2 by 2. Take a screenshot, we will continue. Let's solve a numerical based on the density of the mixtures. Observe the first problem. When equal volumes of two metals are mixed together, the specific gravity of Li is 4. Observe that here we had mixed two fluids which are having equal volumes, and when equal masses of the same two metals are mixed together, the specific gravity of the alloy now becomes 3. Now we have to represent a specific gravity of each metal. Already we had seen about the specific gravity of mixture in the previous topic, and we know that when the two fluids are having equal volumes, then the expression is represented as rho 1 plus rho 2 by 2 is equals to density of the mixture, whereas the density of the mixture is 4. In the same way, when the two fluids are having equal masses, then expression is represented as 2 rho 1 rho 2 by rho 1 plus rho 2 is equals to 3. Here, from this expression, we can represent rho 1 plus rho 2 is equals to 4 into 2 is 8. So, in the place of rho 1 plus rho 2, we can substitute 8. As we substitute, this expression can be modified as 2 into rho 1 rho 2 by 8 is equals to 3. So, that 2 ones are 2 4s are 8. Then, from this, we can represent rho 1 into rho 2 is equals to 4 into 3 is 12. So, here I am going to represent rho 1 in terms of rho 2 as rho 1 is equals to 12 by, as we bring this rho 2 towards this side, it can be represented in denominator. Now I am going to substitute this value in this expression. Then observe that in the place of rho 1 we are substituting 12 by rho 2. Then 12 by rho 2 plus rho 2 is equals to 8. I am going to do LCM. As we do LCM, 12 plus rho 2 into rho 2 is rho 2 square equals to 8 rho suffix 2. As we bring this 8 rho 2 towards this side, it becomes minus 1 because it is having a positive value at this side. Then expression is represented as rho 2 square minus 8 rho 2 plus 12 is equals to 0. Observe that this expression is in the form of quadratic equation. So we can represent quadratic roots, and the expression is represented as rho 2 square. Here we have 12. So this can be represented as 6 rho 2 minus 2 rho 2. 6 into 2 is 12. Minus into minus is plus. Plus 12 is equals to 0. So here we can take rho 2 as common. As we take rho 2 as common, remaining expression is rho 2 minus 6. Here I am going to take minus 2 as common. Then rho 2 minus 6 is equals to 0. If we take rho 2 minus 6 as common, then equation can be represented as rho 2 minus 6 into rho 2 minus 2 is equals to 0. From these two expressions, we can represent the value of rho 2 can be 2 or 6. If rho 2 is equals to 2, then rho 1 is equals to 6. As we substitute 12 by 2, nothing but 6. If rho 2 is equals to 6, then rho 1 is equals to 2. Because as we substitute 6 here, 2 is at 12. 6 ones are 6. So here we get 2. So these are the densities of two metals. Take a screenshot. We will continue. Now we are going to discuss about the variation of pressure in the case of a static fluid. Pascal is the first person who had explained about the variation of pressure. Pascal had represented that pressure is same at all points of same level in a fluid at rest. So here if we consider a fluid in a container in which a inclined body is placed like this. Here pressure acting on this face is equals to the pressure acting on this face is equals to the pressure acting on this face at the same point. Observe that here at all points at the same level. Since the body is placed at the same level within the fluid, the pressure will be same on all the faces. That is being explained by Pascal. Based on this condition, now we are going to represent a variation of pressure vertically. So here we are going to consider a fluid in a container. In order to represent the pressure at a particular point within this fluid, we have to consider an imaginary body. So here I am going to draw a cylinder. Now I am going to compare the pressure at this point as well as pressure at this point. So here I am going to consider the pressure at this point as a P1 and the pressure at this point as a P2. Whereas the pressure at this point will be acting in the upward direction, whereas the pressure at this point will be acting in the downward direction. Similarly, the weight of this body will be acting in the downward direction, and it is represented as mg, where m is the mass of this imaginary body. Observe that pressure P2 is acting in the upward direction and pressure P1 is acting in the downward direction. So here now we are going to equate the downward forces as well as upward forces. So in terms of pressure, whereas the area of this body is represented as A. Here the downward forces are P1 into A plus mg. So these are the downward forces acting on the body within the fluid, whereas the upward forces are P2 into A. Here if the body is at rest position, because here we had represented the fluid is at a static position, nothing but rest position. Since it is at rest position, the body will be also at a rest position within the fluid. Then we can represent here this downward force is equals to upward force. Then the expression is represented as P1 into A plus mg is equals to P suffix 2 into A. Whereas now we have to represent the mass of the body in terms of density, where we know that density is equals to mass by volume. Then mass is equals to density into volume, whereas since here we had considered a cylinder of height h, the volume is represented in terms of area of the cylinder as well as length of the cylinder as rho A h. So in the place of m we can substitute rho A h. As we substitute, then force expression is represented as P1 into A plus rho A h g is equal to P suffix 2 into A. Here after that we can take A as common. As we take A as common, then expression is represented as P1 plus rho g h is equals to P suffix 2 into A. A and A gets cancelled on both sides. Then pressure P2, pressure at this point P2 is equals to P1 plus rho g h. So this represents the pressure vertically at this point of a height h. Suppose if P1 is nothing but atmospheric pressure, then pressure P1 is considered as P0 and P2 is nothing but a pressure at that point P. Then the expression is represented as P equals to P0 plus rho g h. Now we can represent the variation of pressure with respect to height in the form of graph. So here I am going to consider height h along the x-axis and pressure P along the y-axis. The initial pressure, nothing but atmospheric pressure, is represented as a P0. After that, this equation is in the form of y is equal to m x plus C, where C is nothing but pressure constant, atmospheric pressure. Rho GH is represented as mx, nothing but slope. So here then the graph is given as like this with respect to height theta, whereas slope is represented as rho in terms of tan theta. So take a screenshot, we will continue. In the previous case, we had represented variation of pressure vertically. Now we are going to represent the variation of pressure in a fluid in the horizontal path. For this, I am going to consider a fluid in a container. Now we are going to consider a imaginary body in order to represent the pressure. So for this, I am going to consider 2 points along the horizontal path like this, P1 and P2, whereas the area of this side is A as well as area of this side is A. Then force acting on the surface is represented as a P1 into A, and the force acting on this surface is represented as a P suffix 2 into A. Here observe that weight is acting in the downward direction for this imaginary body. Then here we have to equate the forces. This force is equals to this force. P1 into A is equals to P suffix 2 into A. Based on that, observe that area gets cancelled and we can represent a P1 is equals to P2. Along the horizontal, pressure remains the same. Already we had discussed this by considering Pascal's law. Pascal had represented that a pressure remains the same at the same point in all directions. That is being represented this variation of pressure at a horizontal direction. Here, if we consider a vessel like this and another vessel like this, then variation of pressure in this case is represented as a P suffix 2 is equals to P1 plus rho GH if we consider the height as H. In the same way, here the pressure in this case is also represented as a P suffix 2 is equals to P1 plus rho GH. Based on this condition, we can represent that variation of pressure does not depend upon the shape of the vessel in the vertical path. In the same way, if we consider 3 vessels, A, B, and a third vessel, C, then the pressure in this case as well as pressure in this case as well as the pressure in this case is being represented. Pressure in this case is represented as P suffix A, and pressure in this case is represented as P suffix B, and pressure in this case is represented as P suffix A. Here, since the different bodies are present, the pressure also will not vary. I am not saying that pressure varies. Here we are representing pressure will not vary. Why? Because we had represented that pressure does not depend upon the shape of the container. Based on that, we can represent the pressure of A is equals to pressure of B is equals to pressure of C. Pressure does not vary. It remains same. It does not depend upon the shape of the vessel. Take a screenshot. We will continue. Please give a like to this video, share this video to your friends, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.